I'm Gillyweed with ShowCraft TV, and I'm here with Hendralisk. Great job in your games, Hendralisk, and thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I was a little bit worried because I've been struggling with Terran recently, but I'm glad it sorted itself out.
Yeah, you played great games. So, tell me about the roach drops because that's what I want to ask you about. Have you been laddering with that, or is that something you prepared special for us?
I've gotten that two-base roach drop stop before on ladder just a few times, but it's pretty good versus normal three command center openers from Terran. But in the game versus Dragon, I only went for that because he went for like a third command center before barracks, which is really bad. So I thought he was trying to troll me, so I just tried to troll him back.
Yeah, you probably were pretty prepared for some trolling antics to happen with Dragon, huh?
Yeah, at first, I thought it was gonna just come down to like standard Muta versus Bio games, but then I realized it was Dragon, so I was expected for stuff out of the ordinary for sure.
How did you feel about going into the game on Zephyr Jungle, having not played on it before?
Uh, I was a little worried because maybe I thought it could be one of those troll maps like Fruitland or something,
Hmm.
and maybe Dragon like played on it once or twice, because I never played on it or heard about it before. So when the game started, I just took a quick look around the map to check out spots. And I noticed there were like rocks in your base, and I was glad it's not like a 200 HP rock or something, because that could be problematic versus what he did. But yeah, since I won that map, I guess not really anything to be worried about.
You're fairly new to the complexity team. What's been your favorite thing about being on the team so far?
So I think I joined Complexity back in April, and I guess that's pretty new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just less than half a year. So far, I really like the team. It's just one of those big established teams, so you don't really expect to get scammed or like some of those smaller teams who have run into trouble recently. And so all the management take really good care of you, and you get a lot of support to attend events or just practice with your teammates or just talk to people in the team, like other players or management. So I really like that. Just the whole well-established team thing is really helps you sleep at night.
That's awesome to hear. Do you practice with any of your new teammates at all?
Yeah, sometimes I do. But mostly I prefer the ladders. But recently I've realized the any ladder is really bad. So I've been trying to ask my friends for practice games. And today I actually practiced some games with QXC. I think I lost them, but it certainly helped me prepare for Risk Dragon.
I was going to ask about that. Rifkin mentioned that QXC likes to proxy 2-rack sometimes, and I didn't know if maybe your hold was so fantastic. I didn't know if maybe you'd practice that with him at all.
Uh, mm, okay, so for Turax, I don't think QXC has done that to me in custom games so far. Um, I still feel dicey about it, but luckily for me, I got some good surrounds versus Dragon, so I was able to come out on top. But normally for practicing versus QXC, we just play standard games just to get the good feel of like a macro TVZ. Nothing too exciting for like a show match or something.
And besides StarCraft, you're also going to school, right?
Oh yeah, I'm going to school here in my hometown, Toronto.
How do you find balancing StarCraft with schoolwork, especially now that the school year started again?
Usually I don't play too much anyway, so I always find I have the time because when I start playing, let's say a lot, so uh multiple hours in a row, I just don't feel like playing anymore. So usually for practice, I try to get in let's up to 2 hours a day if I could, and just to practice my mechanics. And if I have problems with like game knowledge or something, I can just ask people or find out on my own. But so far, I find out without mass gaming, I've been able to improve. So I think um, I'll just keep doing that this year during school.
Do you have anything, any tournaments lined up soon or any other show matches maybe?
No, I think this is my first show match ever, so I'm glad to win it. As for tournaments, uh, I'll be playing the WCS qualifiers, I guess, because I'm not in Challenger League or Premier, since I keep losing to the Koreans that qualify. And there's also the WCG Canada Nationals at the end of this month, which decides who gets to go to WCG. And I went to WCG last year, so I'd really want to go again. But I think those are it for tournaments. Though recently with the IEM tournaments, the qualifiers, I've gotten pretty far into them. But I happened to lose to QXE in both the last, uh, both IEM Shanghai and IEM New York qualifiers, like in the final round. So maybe next time I'll try to qualify for IEM again.
Well, good luck with all of that. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you as far as school and StarCraft goes. Um, is there any shout outs you want to give before we go?
Yeah, thanks to my friends for watching the show match, and of course to my team, Complexity, for all their support. I'd also like to say Drunken Boy. Uh, uh, I think Drunken Boy is a spectacular player in CS:GO, and yeah, I hope to find him on the game sometime. And, yeah, that's it. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
No problem. Thank you for interviewing me.
Sure.
So,
All
quick
right,
question
Rifkin.
quick question from Rifkin here. Did you lose a bet for that, or what was that just now, Drunken Boy?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Could you repeat that? I couldn't hear.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you lose a bet or something? Like, what was that thing with Drunken Boy just now? It's like the most awkward
Oh.
shout out of lovely
I
time.
don't know. He keeps so during my Games vs Dragon, he keeps bothering me to give him a shout out.
Okay,
So-
cool, I guess.
So yeah, okay.
Well,
There you
guys,
go.
before we take off, I will recommend. Actually, Hendralisk just mentioned he's going for WCG at the end of the month. I will be casting. I look very forward to casting him. But actually, in the qualifiers, he played a series versus Jig that I would highly recommend anybody look up. It was a phenomenal ZVZ. I have so much respect for this man's ability to use Swarm Host, but it was really well played by both players in a really close game. So, or close series, I should say. So I hope you guys will see more of Hendralisk in the future. Again, man, from me to you, thank you very much for playing this show match. And for everyone who tuned in, I hope you guys enjoyed the show match. Again, we got next week, we got Minigun versus Apocalypse. We got some more Showcraft TV stuff coming at you. I hope we'll see you guys again next week. Of course, Gillyweed will be back for some more awesome interviews. But until then, thanks again for tuning in, and hope everybody has a lovely good night. So take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.